Ready? And we're live! We're live, everybody!
Hook 'em horns! Oh.
What up? What up,
Fogger?
What up, kid fam?
Getting all riled up.
I'm here.
I'm clean shaven.
Ooh, it's a trend.
It's not a trend I like. I'm with LIFE.
Yeah, no, I fucked up. We'll just say that. I fucked up.
Shit.
What happened? You cut it weird and you had to just keep going?
Yeah, pretty much. Ultimately, I was trimming the top lip area, so I wasn't getting the pokies and shit. And
The pokies.
the new razor that I have, the beard trimmer pops up and meets up with the main blade, and I couldn't find my scissors anywhere. And as I was trimming it, the main blade hit the fucking goatee section and took out like a sideways crosshatch out of it. So I did the Paul Senior from Orange County Choppers with this bear, and my wife said I looked like a child molester. So
Oh, great.
I shaved it all off.
Yeah, when your wife calls you a child molester, then it's not good.
It's no go.
Good thing.
Not good.
Go.
So,
Anyway, that was my fucked up week. How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm doing great. My computer has been running without a crash for about 24 hours now.
Nice.
So, I put a new motherboard in yesterday.
Attachment in an email.
No, don't overload it.
Gizzard,
It's just a small file.
Gizzard, I'm going to start sending you large HD images of my cat's ass. It's okay.
4K.
About every Frank Zappa song ever done.
Yeah. A terabyte of Frank Zappa.
Yeah, baby.
Like a 4K. I'll chase my cat around my house for like 10 minutes with the 4K camera on, and then I'll just send you the video. Is this okay?
That'd be awesome.
Okay.
We need to test it.
We gotta test the bigliness.
The bigly. The show is going to be bigly. It's going to be huge.
And do that Intel burn test, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
It's like, yeah, let's do it.
why don't we
I
say
got one a little bit rougher. We use it on servers.
Let's see who's here. Kenny B's here. Socrates. Adam Plajarczyk.
What a great show we had with Kenny B on Friday. Dude.
Oh, yeah, that was good. JFM Development's here. Brian Enoch. Who else? Philip Wheeler. Nate 38.
Hey, did anybody see that video of Brian Enoch on Cinco de Mayo? He's out there with margarita and he's just blowing clouds. It was like he did a Bape Your Face Off on Cinco de Mayo and didn't invite me.
Brian Enoch did that?
Yeah, I've seen it in one of the groups.
That sounds awesome.
You son of a bitch, Brian Enoch.
Rufini's is here. It's me, dude.
That's gimmick infringement.
Colby.
You know that, right?
Oh, anybody can share that. It's fine.
Gimmick infringement, life.
JTH. Paul Subhuman is here. He's in the chat and on the show.
Yes.
What's up, Cash? Look at that clean shaven, handsome devil.
And Jesse.
Oh, stop.
Jesse is here. Leilani's out there.
Hazel's out there.
Hazel. So, I don't know. Addy Tooney was saying that he didn't get a notification tonight, so maybe a lot of people didn't. I don't know.
There was no countdown going on your channel.
Well, that's weird. I got a countdown. It said 2 hours to go when I put the thing up. So, I don't know. Maybe people will start rolling in once they figure it out.
There's Batsky.
It's a possibility. Does everything sound okay, folks out there? Not that I really want to know. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Gizzard sounds good in the ear, but it always sounds good in the Zoom room.
I know it sounds good in here, and it's like, it's horrible out there.
The mic is hot.
I just want to know why Hesh is doing Jay Hayes impersonation.
Vape tricks. No, I'm just having a good night.
So, Gizzard, is your vape vomit been affected by the craft beer at all?
You get a little less on you.
Oh, that's good.
I can eat soup again. Soup is like, take a bite of soup, napkin. Take a bite of soup, napkin. So
If you're eating it with a spork, it usually drains off those tines.
yeah, that could be part of my problem. The spork tends to be a little leaky.
Still gets the job done.
I love my spork though.
Mine's out of reach, Gizzard. I gotta reach it.
You gotta reach it. I even have the Addy Tunified spork as well.
Yeah, baby. Those are always within reach.
And then I got the baby spork. A lot of people have this one.
SPORKLyFE.
And I think Addy Toonie has just about as many as I got. Not quite, but almost.
I got a SPORKLyFE Tanglement.
I got some. I actually got some new ones from Chachi Vapes. When we were.
That has the best sport.
I haven't even dug through them. Like, here's one. I haven't opened it yet. Ooh.
Great, yeah, I also got mine from Chachi.
New blood. And then this one has a bear on it. So I don't know.
Cool.
I don't know. It looks like it's for feeding a baby.
It looks like a beaver.
I need to find a good place for this.
Is that for eating beavers?
Yeah.
And then there's one more. There's this. I didn't actually have one of these either. They've been around for a while, but one of these tactical sporks. Let me take it out so you can see it better.
Yeah, that tactical spork is awesome. Chachi's a good. That's a strong fellow right there. He's a good man.
There we go.
Yeah.
The tactical spork.
Like you can loosen and tighten bolts with that. You can do all sorts of wonderful.
I'm
things
gonna
with
keep
that.
this one handy because it's got a.
Carabiner.
No, it's got a good bottle opener right there.
Yeah.
So that should be interesting. So thanks to Chachi Vapes.
Hey, Chachi, if you're out there.
He did a t-shirt. Did he do a sign me t-shirt?
Not this
No,
year.
he that's the same one that we did from the year previous. I guess he won one of them.
No, he's the guy who did them the year prior.
Oh, is that right?
We did two of them, and one of them made it into the giveaway, and one he wears to.
Oh, okay. So one of them is his own.
Yeah, one of them's his personal,
Okay.
his personal jersey.
So he was the one who came up with that whole concept.
That's awesome. Sign both shirts with print this font, numbered 1 font.
No, he was saying that. He goes, this one has you on there, but you didn't. The other one was better, or something like that. The other one says, get off your butts and vape really big. Because I think I was the first person to sign it, and so I took up all the room.
You did take up quite a bit of room, Gizzard. So did Phenom, though. Phenom went full money.
So it was kind of a neat idea, con people into signing shirts for charity and then keep one.
Well, he was going to give both away, and I think we wound up just saying, "Yeah, dude, just keep one for yourself."
Yeah, no, I'm fine with it. It's it was weird seeing him wear it around though. I go, "Oh, you got that," and I said something to him about it in Detroit this year, and I'm glad you cleared that up for me, Fresh. I had forgotten that he had made them.
I give him a big old hug.
Oh yeah.
He's a strong hugger.
He hung out with us, and we talked to him for quite a while. He was also like, he was backpacking around with a giant cooler full of goodies for people that were thirsty. And I'm like,
he's a strong fella.
Yeah, I'm like, doesn't that get heavy? He's like, oh, no, it's okay. It's all right. You want Dr. Pepper?
More like, no, it's all right. My Chachi impersonation.
There you go.
Man.
No problem.
No problem. Well, I'm pretty embarrassed tonight at my state representative, old Chucky Schumer.
Oh.
What did Chuck do?
He wants to ban the flavors in New York.
Oh, lovely.
He wants to ban the flavors everywhere. New York is just the starting place.
Yeah. He's a piece of poop, Gizzard stew.
So did we ever figure out who's really behind the ban the flavors? Is it the Smoke Free Kids Foundation, or who's doing it?
I mean, that's one of the fronts.
Yeah. I mean, what is the...
We all know where it's coming from.
What is the real deal behind all that?
Big tobacco, big pharma.
Yeah,
Well, big tobacco doesn't... They don't want to ban the flavors.
Oh, I'm sure they would be completely fine with banning flavors.
You think so? I thought they were fighting it.
They're helping in certain areas.
Certain companies that they own.
Yeah, if vaping goes down, well, then you know what? The stocks go back up.
Yep.
It's true. They're trying to reduce it to just tobacco and menthol.
Yeah.
So then
What if the vapors just stop?
they can take over
Then
again.
the stocks don't go back up. There's no vapors to have flavors.
Yeah, so New York State residents, and actually every resident, message your representatives, because it's a trickle-down effect.
Yep. Message them and say, don't even fucking think about it.
It's so silly.
Although, just wait here in Washington, I'm sure it's coming. I'm sure the flavor ban's coming.
It's a popular thing.
If San Francisco's goes through, there's no way Seattle's not doing it.
Mm.
There's no way. And then if Seattle does it, then Portland has to do it. It's just just a vicious chain that goes right down. But there's all these cities that want to be the most progressive city, and San Francisco's always at the head of it. What do you do? Oh, bake sale.
Yeah, I'm gonna mix it up tonight.
Nice. I was doing some mixing before the show.
Is that Jen Jarvis?
Jen Jarvis's
Yes,
bake
it
sale,
is.
which is
Do you have a funnel?
Won't need to. 100 mil chubby gorilla. 120 mil.
It looks like it's wet, Hash.
Yeah. I'm drying it off right now.
That's right, Kenny B. That is why San Francisco is so important.
You're drying it because you
What's up,
washed
Leilani?
it. You washed your bottle.
Yeah.
Were you near the sink?
Yeah.
And
Sparkly, but
You put your hand in the garbage disposal.
I knew that one was coming.
I was a little slow on.
Yeah.
Slow on the timing. I was searching for it.
What the mess? I'm just, every time I see Leilani, I just have to do it. What the mess? Vapin Bum Jay wants to know, why did you cut your beard?
I cut my beard because out of frustration.
That's right. He sacrificed it to the computer gods in order to
right.
be able to stream.
I made the mistake of making the statement that if my computer crashes one more time, I'm going to chop my beard off.
Did you donate the beard to Locks for Love?
No,
you
it's-
certainly had enough.
It's still sitting here. Maybe we'll have to do a giveaway for it.
Giveaway for Gizzard's beard?
you should add it to the hair on the armadillo's belly.
Oh yeah, just super glue the beard onto the armadillo's belly and then just sit there and pet it the entire show.
And throw it in my 2,000 sub giveaway. Just make sure to take the rubber band off it first, so it just goes. A beard, like a glitter bomb, except with beard hair.
Oh, what the mess with Leilani? Oh, I'm totally down to see what the mess with Leilani. I can't wait for this DIY show.
What
That's
the
gonna be fucking
mess?
amazing. That's gonna be amazing. What the mess with Leilani? Oh, Kenny B says you should treat it like pubes gizzards do.
Treat it?
Yeah. So every time you hand out a little Jesse penis here.
Oh, you throw a few beard hairs in there?
Just it's got that nice base around there. You could get several wraps around that.
Oh, I just thought you'd put loose ones in the box. So
Addy Tooney's very nearly out of frame, Gizzards too. We should probably bring this back.
Throw a few loose ones in every letter or card that you send out. Here's your birthday card. It's got a few pubes in it.
High trippy tips and tweaking tits.
Happy birthday!
Whose birthday is it?
I don't know, but they're getting pubes.
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
It's got to be somebody's birthday.
In this community, it has to be. It's always somebody's birthday in this community. It's always Zesty Day. I mean, we know that. Happy birthday to Zesty.
Checking my card really good just to make sure.
Yeah, got to shake it out.
Yeah.
A little worried about it. See, I'm ready. I'm ready now, though, Addy Tooney. Gizzard Stew starts getting out of line.
Ooh, that was loud.
Still is.
Still is. I don't know what the deal is. It's probably just...
Fading out.
I don't know.
The Great Womboski says that your mic is a tad hot.
Yeah, that's what it... But it's strange because the gain's turned down. So, I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that nothing's ever perfect.
Is that shook up hash? That's ready to rock. Vape it. Vape it. It tastes like a fried cookie donut right away. It gets better after a couple days. Well, it gets better after a couple weeks, but I mean it's certainly vapeable right away.
Ash looks like the neighborhood paper boy now.
Peeper boy? Neighborhood peeper boy?
Get out of my yard, Miss.
I guess it'll be back to the never-ending audio testing as we go from here. Look, at least the computer's up and running.
Hey, it's a big first step.
That's right.
I agree, Jesse.
So, a lot of stuff happened when I was gone.
What part of it do you want to talk about, Gizzard Stew?
I don't know. Let's talk about the parts that I don't know about. Which is, let's talk about YouTube. YouTube Armageddon.
That was the CBDs becoming a Schedule 1 narcotic, right?
I guess we did talk about that a little bit last week, but
I think that was on. Was that on this show though, or was that on my show?
I think maybe we talked about it on Friday.
That was your show.
You got.
No, it was actually on FogLife.
Yeah, it was FogLife
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's. I like the coincidentalness of it all. Like YouTube bans these videos, and then like a couple days later, then the ruling comes out. So it's like was the writing on the wall? Is that why YouTube did it?
I thought it was kind of not good that they didn't give anybody a heads up.
I agree.
You know, especially like I know that Travis overdose vapes. He lost.
Streaming for 90 days.
Yeah, streaming for 90 days, but it was from a video that he made 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Wouldn't it be nice of YouTube to go, hey, you got this video, it's a couple years old. You want to decide whether you want to take it down or get a strike? You know?
Did he appeal it though?
He did, and he lost it. Yeah.
Okay.
They denied it. But he's going to. We're going to continue Obese Mode this week on a secondary channel that Travis uses. So.
Is it going to be on Panda?
No.
Hmm.
If he pushes the stream too, we could always throw it on my. If he doesn't want to put it on the opposite channel, we could always throw it on my channel for right now. You know.
Or Gizzards or Lifers
or anybody. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's not like setting up a stream and having somebody else push it is difficult.
I don't think that the ruling on all that is extremely clear from what I was trying to do a little investigation on as far as the Schedule 1 bullshit.
Yeah, everything's very unclear about the whole situation on YouTube side and this side, because there's all these pot channels out there,
right,
that are still rocking and rolling. When are they going down?
Well, and they pulled a few of those as well, you know.
A few, yeah.
But they pulled some that had a lot of subs, and they also had a lot of. I mean, both of those channels were 18 and older, they were already for adults only. So, I don't know.
I'm not sure. Why are you biting my foot? What did I do to you, Cat?
I want the glove, Hugh, man.
That probably is exactly what she wants, Eddie Tooney. You're probably right. She's sitting here right at my feet, just staring at me. Like you didn't do Fresh from the Kitchen, and Fresh from the Kitchen's when you normally put the glove on and give me a good rub down.
I was getting messages. People were in withdrawal, Freshy D.
I got messages too about people being in withdrawal. But with Brian out of the country, and I was just so busy that I had so many things to do that there was just I certainly could have done a stream, but I would just be stressing out tonight and the night after and the night after.
Actually, you give us enough, brother.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is
enough.
It all adds up in the end, and eventually there's a breaking point. And it wasn't a breaking point. It was just, hey, I'm just gonna go ahead and get ahead. I'm gonna get ahead of the game for a minute.
I'm really liking Life as Racks.
I know, right? I'm ready for. We got West Coast Vape Expo coming up here in July.
Oh, cool!
Nice.
Out here in Seattle. So I got my place. So I'm ready to crash out there on the peninsula. Then I have a friend's wedding that I'm going to be going to at the end of June. So I probably won't have a Friday show or a Saturday show towards the end of June, but once the details of that get worked out, then I'll let people know. That's right, Bachelor. I'm here for the people. If you asked me for eye contact Monday, I did hook you up with a little bit of eye contact. That's right, Ash. Have you gotten a good vape off that stuff?
Oh
yet?
my fucking god, it's unbelievable.
Right? Jennifer Jarvis is a genius.
That's fucking phenomenal.
What's the flavor profile?
It's a cookie donut.
Cookie donut.
It's so fucking good.
Yeah, it's like a donut topped with like little bits of cookie.
Yeah.
What kind of cookie?
So you get the deep fried note off the donut. You get everything off of it. It's wonderful.
I know they have Vanilla Rain, some pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know the other one.
Is that a one shot then?
Bake sale? Yeah, bake sale's on e-cig Express.
Yep.
Nice.
That's right, Vaping Bachelor, a wedding or a funeral. You can look at it either way. That dude held out forever. Like he's single for a really long time, and he got locked down a couple of years ago by this gal. So look at it either way if you want.
Oh, Kenny B's got the icon up. That's pretty cool.
Alban, is there anything besides YouTube that we can use for vaping? I mean, you can use Twitch, but Twitch is a little bit even more restricted than YouTube is.
Yeah.
I've been going live on both of them on my vape break shows.
Nice.
What are the rules on Twitch?
Uh,
You can't vape on camera?
Oh, you can vape on camp. People do it all the time.
yeah.
You're saying it's more restrictive. What's the more restriction?
Like content-wise, I know you can play. I know you can play copyrighted music on Twitch, right?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so maybe it's
You
not
can
as
even send
restricted.
in requests. Certain channels do requests where you send them the YouTube link and you put it in there, and they'll put it in mine in their playlist.
Oh, to play the song?
So yeah, because I've always heard they're stricter on their community guidelines. Like they're like if someone
They're really strict on like hate speech
okay.
or stuff along those lines. It's really not a place to have drama and shit like that. Because, yeah, it's open really to a lot of kid stuff. But I'm sure there'll be a hammer on vaping stuff on there. So who knows?
And there goes Jesse.
Hi, Jesse. He's magic to the wind.
I was just going to ask him a question, too. And there he went.
Well, maybe he'll be back.
You gave Jesse your computer problems by sacrificing those beer hairs to the computer guy.
Why
Oh,
is
you
he...
transferred it over to Jesse? Like the last person we should be giving issues to. We don't want Jesse having issues.
He's trying to make Addy stands and they're all turning into dicks. Something's wrong.
Those Eddie stands are awesome.
Something's wrong with my program.
I've been loading mine up.
Okay, so
Where's that no good Yunkel at?
I don't know. He's invited.
He's probably got another article with Vape Magazine.
Nick Devine's
I know.
Nick Devine's probably live right now.
Yeah, Nick's live right now. I'm sure that's what it was.
Nick is live, Dimitri's live, and ejuices.com is live.
Oh, so that's where Beauty is. Hi, Beauty.
A whole bunch of places are online. They all moved to Tuesday night. ST was live before the show.
Tuesday used to be the free and clear area. Now it's getting crowded like Friday night is. I still can't believe Nick Devine went, or not Nick Devine, Grim Green went live on top of me.
Friday.
It was an excellent stream, kind of. I watched the replay of it. It was kind of neat.
The Star Wars theme thing.
Yeah, he was watching Star Wars, going through it, told people when to start it if they wanted to watch with him, and then he was having just a nice little chat with everybody in the crowd about it.
Anthony Fuck Yeah Vape is watching this and Nick.
Ask him if Yunkel's over there.
Yeah, let us know if you see Yeti's uncle in the chat over there, Anthony Fuck Yeah Vape. I bet he's there.
Jesse just lost internet.
Right when I was going to ask him a question.
Poor uncle. He's so worried about his ice cream flavors, and that kitten's trying to help him.
The continuing saga.
The continuing saga of Yunkel and the kitten.
Yeah.
I like Kittenado.
Kittenado? Kittenado was fun to make. That was when I was worried. That was when I was super worried about Yunkel, because he was like, his area was just getting pummeled with tornadoes. Like it was just one after another. It was like 9 in 24 hours.
Crazy.
Yeah. Just nuts. Just nuts, everybody.
Yeah, we had 75-mile-an-hour winds last week, and it was bad, scary enough. I can't imagine twice that.
JTH had two to himself. Vaping Bachelor is worried you don't see him in chat, Addy Tooney.
Hiya, Batch.
There's Dr. T. Mike.
Doctor.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you got live chat on. You could miss some.
You got Church in the house. What's up, Church?
Yeah, it would seem that our viewership is down just a little bit.
Did you share it in the Facebook groups?
Yep. Just there's probably a lot of different people that are hogging up into the Wednesday or to the Tuesday time frame, I guess.
Yeah. So, there's still, what kind of duck is that back there?
That's a wood duck.
Did you carve it yourself?
Yeah, I've been working on it for a couple of years. I never got any further than that. It's actually not a wood duck, it's a merganser, but it's made of wood.
Is it maple?
No, that is basswood.
Oh, okay, cool. It looks really nice.
Maple is too hard to carve. Maple's a hardwood.
Gizzard always has the most interesting projects around. You're like, what is that back there?
That's my first attempt at a duck decoy.
Oh, okay.
And it's going on. It's been a 4-year project. Actually, I don't think I've done anything to it in about 4 years.
Does everybody have the live chat on instead of the top chat?
Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
Now do you see Bachelor?
Yep.
There we go.
I mean, if you banned him if you unsaw him in the chat, Addy Jr., I don't blame you. Bachelor.
Even I didn't.
Are you gonna paint the duck if you get done carving?
Well, that was the idea eventually. Yeah. Eventually, we'll probably have paint.
You gonna color the duck blue?
Who did we lose now? By hash?
No, mergansers have like a red head.
Okay. I've never seen a blue duck. That's why I painted the duck blue.
I'm gonna paint it. I'm gonna paint it gray.
Very pretty feathers.
Duck, gray duck.
Luminescent feathers.
I'm eyeballing it back there now. What else going on there? How much detail is Gizzard putting into the feathers?
It's pretty smooth right now. It's just, you want to see it closer up?
Sure.
Well, first of all,
where does the head go?
Right here. But you always carve the head separate, because it would be too hard to carve it all out of one piece of wood. So that's the body. You got a nice shape to it. And then eventually you put a lead weight along the bottom of it so that when you throw it in the water it rights itself. And then that is the head of it.
Very nice, Gizzard.
So it's one of the. Hopefully I'll finish it someday before I'm dead. So now you've seen it.
That's right, Bachelor. Love you too. Love you too, homie.
Now we lost Hesh.
Yep. Did we get a message from Hesh?
I hope that they don't have what I had.
They're going over to see Nick Devine.
Yeah, Nick sent out an open link, so moving on to the big time show.
Hell yeah.
So I dropped my mech mod on the concrete today.
Oh, not the Fuchai.
No, my Asmodus. So I had to pull a button apart and sand it and polish it and take all the freaking nicks and gouges off.
Oh, did it hit right on the corner?
Yeah. It had like the perfect patina on it too.
Bummer.
Now it's shiny again.
What's up, Colby? I was indeed naked earlier. Thanks, Vaping Bachelor, for filling folks in.
Easy Rider said it looks like a woodpecker duck.
I think you've done a fine job on it thus far, Gizzard Stew. I can't wait to see the finale.
Yeah. I do need to finish it. Have all three of you guys got the recurve now?
Yes.
I have the recurve.
I don't have one.
You don't have one?
How is it?
It's worth it.
Nice. It's a little bit more restricted than you'd guess. Looking at the airflow, it's slightly more restricted than you'd guess, but overall, I mean, I think it's a very nice single coil atomizer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I know people have been putting dual coils in it. I understand that. I just don't think that's what it was designed for.
No.
I think it's a purely single coil, probably squonking type RDA. I mean, it would certainly works fine enough as just a single coil dripping atomizer, though. Just you have to be aware that it's not you're not gonna be taking full open lung rips off the thing.
So you've been rocking it like 30, 40 watts, that type of...
No, I would say somewhere between 50 and 70.
Okay.
I got this at 64.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's restricted, but I can still.
Yeah, I mean you can still get a lung hit off of it, but you're not going like wide open, because that's probably wide open right there. I know that's pretty much how I ran it the entire time, was just as wide open as I could get it.
Yep.
I got a .24 on a mech, and it's working great.
Yeah.
That one Nate sent.
Well, the coils that come with it are a .1.
Crap.
Yep.
That's a little warm.
One coil in there. I've been using that for the last since Saturday. It's nice, flavorful coil.
I'm like,
Flavorful Addy.
Where did you order yours from, Addy?
Mike Vapes, or hitthatjuice.com.
Oh, okay. Off of his site.
Yeah, $30. Yeah, he had the stainless one, and I had to get stainless.
Sure.
So you can flame it up proper, like.
Right. I just noticed that was something that happened when I was gone the last couple of weeks. Is I noticed that there were a lot of Instagram pictures of it and stuff. I'm like, God, does everybody have one of these?
Pretty much.
I don't have
Pretty
one.
much. It was and is a hot seller. Trying to think what else has been hot. The TM24 Pro is still going strong.
Yeah.
I got one of those.
Reviews for this.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of reviews out for that one.
Yeah.
Is that the
weird
dock?
thing is that we all got the black one, which, as you can see, you can kind of see the Plan B Supply logo. Although, if you look on their site, like they're stainless and they're gold and every other color besides the black one looks 1,000 times better, because you can see the engraving on it. The matte black, you can't see it.
Is it Cerakote or is it just paint? Can you tell?
I don't know.
The loop is pretty hot right now. I mean,
I like the loop.
The loop's a good RDA. It just has to be wide open. Like I don't know if there's another way to vape that. Otherwise, everything gets.
Yeah,
I guess it's just too turbulent. That's what I'm thinking.
I thought it was smooth. I thought it was smooth dialed down, but
there's just something about the vape that doesn't work if it's not wide open.
The wedge in it is what really makes you want to run it wide open, because it hits that. It's not like it's going straight across like a goon, so it's not totally wide open across in the internals of the RDA. It hits those wedges of the W and goes up. Yeah. Once again, it's kind of a flavor RDA instead of a vape your face off.
Anyone has that one been announced, Bachelor? I don't think that's been announced.
There's like trailers for it.
Yeah.
There's trailers for it on Facebook and Instagram, the combo program thing.
Okay. Well, I know what it is. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it. I would have to text Brian and be like, hey, dude, can I talk about it?
Probably not.
The way it sounds, by what I would look at this, is it looks like it's the best of both worlds put together.
You mean the collaboration between him and Ethan? There's been some hints on it on Instagram.
Yep.
Yeah, I like I said, I would have to text and see if it was okay to talk about it, but no, I don't think anybody has it yet. I think it's just it's the pre-show.
Is it going to be a single coil?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
It'd be cool if it was a Cardo.
I thought Brian was putting it.
They put a new Cardo, and they didn't show anybody. Just put up pre-orders, and it's just a Cardo.
A hurrah, Giancarlo. A hurrah.
I thought Brian was making a single coil next.
The drop solo.
Oh, okay. Is that out?
Nope. I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to talk about that one either.
Drop Quattro. Is there a 4-coil, Eddie?
Oh, there should be.
Quattro?
The drop, that's what he just does
no,
now. That's what he just does now.
Just call it straight up the Ocho.
Oh. The drop 8, the Ocho.
The Ocho.
DJ has a new one coming out too. That one looks really good.
It looks amazing. Once again, that's another one I'm not sure we're allowed to talk about. All sorts of RDAs that we get, we get previews of here and there, and like, are we allowed to talk? The Solo movie. I'm not all that excited about the Solo movie. I think it'll probably be amusing. Not like I'm pumped for Deadpool though. What's up, Addie? Two new papers up there. I love the Fluent papers. Are they out there?
I wish.
Hi, Fluent. Miss you guys.
Miss you guys.
You guys were talking a little bit about the comment period is still open. You want to talk about that?
Yeah. I've been dropping the kitten Yunkel pictures have taken a turn for advocacy. When I looked earlier today, there's only been 5,000, like a little over 5,000 approved comments. Now, there's a bunch of unapproved comments sitting there. I don't know exactly how many are unapproved, but right now there's only a little over 5,000 approved comments that have gone up. So if anybody hasn't gone over to, I'll grab the link. I'll drop it.
Who's approving them?
You have to, the Federal Register.
Oh, okay. So you might work on something and they might not even approve it.
Exactly.
Wow. That's not really.
We were going to get some more direction from Kassan and as to how to formulate our.
Right. So where is our guidance?
Well, the guidance here is I've been talking with Jennifer Berger Coleman all day today about I'm going to release a video kind of on bullet points on what to include in your comment and a few things like to make it short, sweet, and to the point. Don't blabber on in it. Just make the good comments. I'm hoping to get that up tomorrow afternoon.
That's awesome, Lifa. Thank you.
Yep.
I'm just knocking shit on the floor. This new chair.
Yeah, big chairs will do that, especially if they swivel around. The arms will just grab things and.
Exactly.
It's like a cat.
It felt so good. I finally got my riding mower running again.
Woohoo!
Put on my headphones and jam on some tunes and mow the lawn.
How big's your yard?
3/4 of an acre.
Wow. You need a riding mower. That's a big yard.
Yeah.
We did. We talked a little bit about Schumer at the start of the show. The Democratic representative is calling for bans. I actually dropped an article in our little chat about it. We can, is abstinence really the right call when it comes to this stuff? Just because you don't understand it? You know, I think that's the point. Is people are so quick to call for bans on things they don't understand. It's kind of ridiculous in this day and age.
Yeah, I agree.
Like opiates at this point. We understand they're a fucking problem. Like, we should do something about that. Vaping? Yeah, it's still in its infancy.
280,000 opiate-related deaths.
Yeah. Like, we understand smoking's a problem. We should probably do something about that. You know, you've got what, 100 plus years of research that smoking's probably a bad thing.
Well, you know, it's like anything else that doesn't generate money but isn't bad for people. As one thing, they don't want to hear it.
Yeah, it's a damn
So
shame.
chemo drugs and anti nausea pills because of the chemo drugs, and then put them on painkillers because of the process that the body's getting fatigued because of all the cancer drugs that are put in their body and all things like that. So
yeah,
trace the money.
Yeah, they're not getting out of the game though, Bachelor. That's the thing. Like, they're stopping the large scripts of painkillers. You're gonna have to go through like a CVS, or you're gonna go through an actual pharmacy.
And what's a large, like 300 pills or something?
Well, some of the places like Walmart, you can get a 3-month supply, and then you would get a 3-month supply at a lower cost because the volume. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of people can still get that through, like, say, my employer's medical plan. If I have something that I take on a continuous basis, I get 3-month supply at a reduced rate because of the volume just through that prescription plan. But I think that's what they're doing is people will go ahead and get their 3-month supply, and then all of a sudden they don't have anything left because they've used it
In a month.
use themselves or sell it.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm totally okay with that. And then I mean, through the pharmacies and hospitals, that's where you should get stuff like that. That's where you should get big supplies of medication, so that a pharmacist looks at that script every time. Because I mean, these pharmacies, they have pharmacists on duty at all of these different pharmacies, but you know, that one pharmacist has to review, you know, hundreds of prescriptions that are coming through. So obviously some shit's going to slip through the cracks. They're just going to tell everybody, hey, you know, they're going to have a protocol where just fill everything. If something looks funny, then bring it to me. And then he's sleeping in the back corner because this is his, you know, third 18-hour shift that he's pulled in the last 4 days, just because because he's trying to pay off his student loan debt or something like that. You know, you see a lot of that in the medical field. You unfortunately do see a lot of that where, like there'll be a doctor on duty, but they work for like an agency, and so the hospital actually only hires like PAs. They actually only hire physician's assistants because they're cheaper, and then they contract out this doc, and this doc comes in and he's the supervisor for the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
But he's got protocols when he comes in. He's got a written protocol saying, hey, everybody here is authorized to do this. Everybody here is authorized to do this. And it happens at pharmacies, it happens at labs, it happens with x-rays, it happens with all of them. So it's one of those consequences of letting corporations into something that they probably shouldn't be a part of.
Hey, Fresh, while I'm thinking of it, I have my application in for electrician at the local VA hospital.
Hell yeah.
Do you think that'd be a good thing?
They'll treat you right. The VA always treats people well. VA treats their employees well. Now there is a pretty strict code of conduct as far as the VA goes. I mean, you're not allowed to, you know, go wrap some bed up with wire in the lobby. You're not allowed to randomly, you know, set things up to shock people, Addy Tooney.
Darn it.
But I mean, it's certainly a good thing. And then once you get into their system, it's, you know, you're looking at putting in some years before you can start talking about retiring through them. But it's good. It's a good system. It's stable once you make it past your. I think it's a 90-day window. You're fairly well set. I mean, the VA once again has some. They have a little bit stricter protocol than the DoD side it does, as far as being able to let people go. But it's really good, and usually you know, as long as you're on good behavior, you're certainly going to make it through your probation period. Cool. I know the DoD side of the house, they actually just extended the probation to 2 years now.
What?
Yeah.
Holy
so
shit.
you're on probation for 2 years after you get it.
That's insane.
Right? Like the probation period's supposed to be learn the job, can the person do it?
Right.
It should not be, you know, you can get fired anytime in the first 2 years. That's essentially what it comes down to. Is you can be fired anytime in the first 2 years as a DoD employee.
What's DoD?
Department of Defense.
Mm.
That's what all the. If you got a job at the VA, you would be a DoD employee.
Mm.
Department of Defense runs the Department of Veterans Affairs. It runs all the civilian people that work for the military in one form or the other.
Now,
like myself, I happen to work for the Department of Defense.
If you're a civilian, do you still have to salute?
No. You have people trying to get out of line with you all the time. Do you know who I am? Nobody to me anymore.
You know who I am? I'm the guy with the Q-tip's gonna jam it in your ear really hard.
Yeah, exactly. No, I mean, if you got me 12 years ago, I would have had to give a shit. But yeah, you know, you don't have to salute anybody, Addy Tooney. That's a strictly while you're in uniform thing.
Got it. What should I flash my coin? Will I get me clout if I get in for interview?
That's a drink thing, Addy Tooney. So if you're out getting drinks at a military bar, you can slap your coin down and somebody has to beat it. Otherwise they buy you a drink, but you can only do it once. I think Fort Drummond be the closest base to you. Maybe is West Point close to you?
No.
So Fort Drummond probably be the closest.
Yeah. 5.5 hours, I think.
Yeah, they would have to have like a post commander's coin to beat you with that.
So you gave Addy Tooney that coin though.
Yes.
So the coin's still good even if you didn't earn the coin?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not about how you got it.
They don't go, so where did you get that?
If it's a really cool one, yeah, someone's gonna be like, dude, where did you get that? But if it's just Madigan, if it's just, you know, like a Western region coin, they're just gonna be like, what? Where'd you get that? All right, dude, get him a drink. Get Addy Tooney his iced tea. I'm done, Addy Tooney. Now, if you tried to break that out on me, oh, Addy Tooney, I would break out the soldier medic coin. I'd be like, beat the soldier medic coin. That's from the guy who's in charge of all the medics in the army. Good luck.
Oh, that's the Trump. That's like the Trump card.
Good luck.
No, the Trump card. The Trump card would be the Trump coin.
You'd have to have like an SF coin or something to beat that, or you'd have to have like a
Commander-in-Chief coin.
Like having the right power.
Yeah, the Commander-in-Chief coin beats everything, but what, like I think there's probably like 50 people in the service that have one. And they all work for the Pentagon.
Right.
And that's not something you break out for drinking.
So how about vinyl and vapor being on top of shame?
That was a really fun show.
It was good.
I enjoyed. It took him a little bit to get comfortable, but once he got comfortable, that dude just started rolling. I was like, all right, because you could tell he was a little nervous right at the start because that was his first time ever being on a show. But yeah, once Eric got rolling, it was a really, really fun show. Really, really fun show. I enjoyed that.
And life has been quite busy.
Yeah, he has.
Pumping them videos out.
Trying.
He's getting back on that Mike Vape strain.
Oh yeah. What do you got coming up, Leifa?
Well, I just did the 2 drip this sour that I had. I think the next one, maybe tomorrow, will be. But we may have to take a break on flavor stuff because I'm gonna get the comment video out. But I got Big Jugs, the coconut milk, and then there's one from Coastal Clouds called Lemon Meringue. I think no, I have one. Oh, it's this one that's out. I've been reaching for this one too. Blackberry lemonade from the stand.
Ooh.
It's good. You know, anytime you put blackberries or blueberries with lemons, it's gonna pop both flavors. So
it's gonna be wonderful.
It's good, but it's a really sweet lemonade.
So he's using Loran's lemonade. Is what you're saying?
I think Loran's lemonade and some nice sweetener in there. So
nice country timey type lemonade.
Yeah. Well, the way I put it is it's kind of like the ones you get at Chili's or Applebee's, where they put the fruit puree into their lemonade and mix it up.
Yeah, Eric's pissed.
Yeah, he just put this out. Chuck Schumer is an exploitive, lying, self-serving, lifetime politician. I hate his politics. Now he's coming after flavors. Then he gives out his email address and says, "Now we're coming after your inbox. Get him." So I'm going to share that, everybody.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll be sending some messages tomorrow.
Schumer.
So does juice come with a little brush for your coils?
You'd think, but it's kind of hard to find, say, a commercial e-liquid that is on the fruit side that doesn't really have sweetener. You can kind of give some forgiveness for candies because fruity candies are gonna have sweetener just because that's the name of it. You pick up a blue raspberry gummy or a blue raspberry hard candy or a blue raspberry slushy, you know, they're putting about 4 different flavorings in there, and one of them's gonna be sweetener. But you know, it's hard to find something as nice as, say, strawberry submission, where it's a nice strawberry lemonade and it does not have the sweetener in it. And it's got the nice bite of lemonade that you want. Yeah, just like that. And that one you can vape 2 weeks on your cotton and your coils, and it's gonna be great. But I get sent stuff to review, and most of these, if they do taste a lot of sweetener in it, I put on there, keep it out of your sub-ohm coils because they're gonna go quicker than you want them. Better off putting them on an RDA where you can change your cotton, clean your coils, things like that.
There's not a lot of people that just change the whole coil when it gets grungy. Yeah, brush it off.
Yep.
Yes, get yourself a little stainless brush or a little brass brush.
Yep.
I'm done. Make those coils live forever.
Fresh, have you guys been, since I've been gone for a little bit, have you been talking anything at all about the new Sugar Daddy sweetener?
No.
Do you know anything about it?
I do. It's a combination. It's a proprietary combination of different sweeteners that are all put together.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who created it actually happened to be in the DIY chat once, and he told us exactly what was in it.
Sucralose, stevia, erythritol, and EM.
Yeah.
That's what
I do not have it. I do not have it. Is it available on Wizard Labs?
Yeah, no, yeah, it's over. It's available on Wizard Labs now, as of yesterday or something. So.
Okay. Yeah, quite frankly, I've got another batch of sweeteners that I'm testing, so it'll be a long time before I get to that. Who are you flipping off?
Uncle Raven.
Uncle Raven? Oh, go fuck yourself. Oh. Love you, Uncle Raven. Throwing some love at him. Hi, Uncle Raven.
Anyway, I had never heard of it, but it's supposed to be real strong, so you don't have to use very much, and it's not a coil killer.
That's the theory.
And it's supposed to taste like sugar, I guess.
That's the theory.
Nice.
Erythritol. I never even heard of that before.
It's an alcohol-based sweetener.
Yeah, it's used a lot in keto recipes. I have some in the cupboard.
What's the stuff that's in dental? Is that erythritol? That's in dental? Like the fluoride paste, the fluoride paste they make you put on your teeth?
It's a type of it. It's about the same spelling, but it's a little bit different.
Yeah. That stuff would be interesting. Would be interesting to use in vaping. I think. No, if it tastes like those damn fluoride, those fluoride soaks they used to put on your teeth, I'm not okay with that. Not okay with that at all. But I knew some people that actually liked those. Did anybody on this panel like when you had to do the fluoride soak when you were a kid?
No.
You mean like the 40-second swish?
No, where they put a bunch of paste in like something you have to bite down on, and they put it in your mouth, and you have to leave it for like 10-15 minutes, something like that.
I never had to do that.
You never had to do that? Anybody else out there have to
They just do it until your pineal gland shrinks.
Hash had to do it? Did you enjoy it?
Now they've got the oral fluoride solution that they're supposed to take every 30 days.
So you just drink it?
Yeah.
Gross.
Interesting.
Gross.
Alban says no.
Just no.
No. I'm not doing that. It tasted awful though, right?
Nada.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, it tasted like you took silly putty and Play-Doh, smooshed it together, and that was the paste that they used.
Oh, it was a donut vape.
There you go, Nate 38. Nate 38. Yeah, the fluoride bite. That's right. That's right, Kraka. That shit sucked. And it wasn't that it sucked. It just tasted awful.
Oh, it was just it was garbage.
I remember what silly putty tasted like. That was weird.
I'm gonna eat my comics.
Everybody when they were a kid, they had to make an impression of their teeth in that.
Oh yeah, without fail.
And then they did then they had like a berry flavored one that was supposed to improve things, and it made things worse.
Yep.
And then right as I was graduating high school, I went and did one last dental appointment with my pediatric dentist before I graduated to adult dentist, and he had an apple cinnamon that was actually not bad. The apple cinnamon actually wasn't bad. It still sucked because you have this thing in your mouth, and like all the fluoride paste leaks out the backside of it, so it all like leaks out the back, and you taste everything on the back of your tongue, and it starts getting in your throat.
Yuck.
And it was just, and you're sitting there, and they give you the suction for yourself so that you can try and suck it out as it's doing this, but it's just, it doesn't work because it's so damn thick. It's like, oh.
Yuck.
Gross.
I agree, Gizzards too.
Grody.
All right, my brothers. I love you guys.
Thanks for coming, Addy Tooney.
Good night. Love you, chat. Good night, chat.
It was a pleasure to have you on the Project Fog tonight.
Pleasure hanging out with you guys. Love you, Gizzards too.
You be good.
Yeah.
And then there were 4.
We're bigger.
Right, the four horsemen of the fog. That's right.
The fog apocalypse.
Hash, so why don't you tell us a story? Any story that you want.
I don't have one. Yeah, I don't have one at the moment. I really don't.
Oh, come on, you're good at this.
I know. Usually I can't shut the fuck up. No, I really got nothing. Nothing right now.
All right, we're gonna.
I'm just enjoying the day.
We're gonna have to pry it out of you. All right, so I want a story from your childhood, preferably like
something I got hurt.
Yeah, something you got hurt, or you know, something that you did that was naughty, or something
that permanently disfigured you.
Something that you did that was inappropriate. That would be good. Something along those lines.
I can actually tell a funny story about getting permanently disfigured at a young age in 8th grade by my basketball coach.
All right.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Summer between 7th and 8th grade, I was riding my bike down at the local BMX track that we had built, and my brakes let go at the track. So I'm like, fuck it, I gotta ride home. Nobody has tools here. I'll just take the main road because it's the easiest. You know, won't have to stop every 25 fucking feet. And no issue. I can just stop my back wheel with my shoe as always, you know. It's not a big deal. So there I go, cruising along, hit the main road, start going down the big bomb hill. And I'm on a sidewalk that doesn't end at this point. And I'm coming down this hill. I'm probably doing about 20, 25 miles an hour on a BMX bike. And as I'm coming up to my basketball coach's house, he's backing out of his fucking driveway. And I was right along the edge of his wall. And I cut in front of him. He backed into me. His back bumper hit my rear tire. Didn't see it coming. Threw me across the sidewalk and into a telephone pole. I bounced off the pavement and hit the wall on the opposite side of his driveway.
Awesome.
And yeah, needless to say, that was the first time I broke my nose, separated my shoulder, and broke my ankle, and was out for the whole first half of the basketball season. Complete accident. My own stupidity for bombing down the main street's hill with blind driveways.
With no brakes.
No brakes and no helmet, you know. So yeah, that was fun.
Nobody wore helmets back in those days.
Oh God, no. I mean, shit, I was allowed to ride around in the trunk of my parents' fucking, God damn it, what was it? Chevy Corsica. Because they had the 60/40 drop-down seat, so I would sit in the back, and they're like, oh yeah, we're going to go over the bridge. Cool, I'm getting in the trunk. Oh God, yeah, I was a stupid child.
That sounds like it hurt. I've got a similar BMX story. We were down at the playground and we had like a makeshift ramp. You remember doing that shit? So
oh yeah.
So it was just like like half a sheet of plywood, and then we threw bricks under it. And so, we'd go up to the top and you'd come down and you'd fly off of it. So I went back up the top, and then, of course, a couple of my buddies thought it'd be fun to raise the ramp about a foot. Yeah, so the added lift, it didn't turn out well. When I hit that ramp, I was airborne for a lot longer than I expected, and came down hard and ate my teeth into the handlebars.
So they had at the track, the first jump that you had to hit was a good 4-foot little kicker ramp, basically. And we decided to turn it from kickers into rollers so we could actually race. Because you got a bottleneck into a tight corner, and it's a single bike path only at the first turn. So we decided to turn it to rollers. As soon as we were done making the 6 set of fucking rollers, we realized that they were 15 feet long.
Well, so I don't understand. Wait a second. So were you making a bank turn?
No,
you were making a...
Yeah, we were doing the whoops.
Hoopties.
You know? And so we figured that it was 15 feet long. We measured it out. And everybody was just like, so who's going to gap the rollers first? Like a 15-foot jump. I'm on it. I'm doing it.
So you're trying to go completely over them?
Yeah, just completely clear them. And I ended up going in so fast that I landed 3 feet beyond on flat. And I didn't make the turn on time. And I ate shit into a bunch of fucking small trees. This is good times. I landed it, though. They countered it. That's all that matters, right?
He did it.
How about Fresh? Do you have a good bicycle wreck story other than the one that you had recently?
I mean, other than
the knee?
This guy?
Getting hit by a truck?
You can see the scar there.
Yeah, Gash 03.
That's right. Actually, it looks more like an L, I think. But
I think it looks like the boot of Italy.
There you go. It does look kind of like Italy. It doesn't have quite the heel on it, but
yeah.
You know, it's still early in my bicycling career. I plan on bicycling for years now.
Did you ever have a childhood mishap?
Oh yeah. On my BMX? Are you kidding me? Once you get your first BMX, it's freedom, man. Freedom.
Do you have a memorable one you'd like to share?
I mean, I was always out at the jumps, so I was always doing stupid stuff. There was actually 2 sets of jumps that were fairly close to where I was. I've said before, my mom worked like full time, so you know, basically we were out running free, kind of doing what we wanted. And so I would get home, do my homework because I didn't want to get in trouble for that, and then I would grab my bike and I would just leave. And my rule was I had to be in when the street lights came on. And so you would just kind of keep an eye on the sun, and you would have a fairly good idea on when you had to be in. So there was 2 different sets of jumps. One was a little bit further away. One was a little bit closer. So I was over at the far one, and it was a BMX racetrack that they raced on the weekends. And so you had a pretty good start on it, pretty good hill to start down on. And then there was an immediate, just like a little bumper. And so you would do this little bumper jump, and then you would be off, and you know, you're just playing on the course, having fun with your friends. Well, I was coming down, and I was leaning forward really hard on the bike. I saw Hesh's face, he kind of knew what's coming. And I didn't readjust my body position coming up off the bumper, so I had most of my weight over the top of my handlebars. And so if you come off a jump like that, and you have all this weight over the top of your handlebars, the bike's going to start going like this. And so I'm just going, and I'm looking down, and everything's just keeps tilting, and I'm like, there's no way to correct this at this point. Like there's no amount of body manipulation that can save this. And so I let go of the bike, and I wound up doing like a double flip and landing flat on my back. But, you know, I was a little kid, so it was all cartilage. And so I just kind of popped back up. I sat down for a while, knocked the wind out of myself. I mean, I'm trying to think if I really had a really good injury. Oh, I did have a pretty good sized chunk taken out of my calf. That was, but that was after I got a mountain bike and I got even more freedom because I could ride faster. I could ride faster, so I could go all over town. And I was riding down the street trying to come home because I'd been out for a while, and there was this lady who would always let her dogs were always loose, and so she'd see us coming and she would just open the door and the dogs would come out, and they would come out in the streets and chase us. And normally the dogs were pretty friendly, you know, and you could have some fun, you know, just kind of slowing down, you know, you'd stop, pet the dog, and take off again. This time the dog's just barking and snarling, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? Like, so I slowed down a little bit, you know, thinking, hey, you know, what am I doing wrong that the dog's not going to like me? And the dog runs up and just latches onto my calf. I had shorts on, and just pulled like a chunk of the back of my leg off.
The dog did?
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah, so I had some money from those folks through high school for a little bit because of that stupid dog.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so innately when I'm riding my bike, even to this day, if a dog is loose and it's coming down, I'm gonna fucking book it. I'm gonna book it. That dog is getting nowhere close to me. So I have a lifelong trauma from the dog biting me.
Dog phobia.
You know, if it's just me and the dog and I'm walking, I'm not particularly scared. But when I'm on my bike and the dog starts chasing me, I'm booking it. Book it.
Life, childhood trauma you'd like to share?
Bicycle trauma, like bicycle trauma.
Bicycle trauma.
Well, it doesn't have to be bicycle. You could have fallen off of a rope swing over a river.
I think I've told the back of the truck story a bunch of times. I think if we go with bicycle, never had any issues with ramps or jumps, or we had this nice little creek bed that we built up hills and whoop-de-doos and curves in it. That was nice because it never filled up again after that ran down. But the worst was one day coming home and just on the mountain bike, pedaling, trying to get home nice and quick, and the pedal breaks off right at the shaft, and your foot goes all the way down, and you hit the concrete that you're. That'll tell you not to get on a bike for a while.
Unless you're nearly 40 and then you just come home and replace the pedal and you're back on that fucker the next day.
Well, if you're nearly 40, you're just like, okay, that's a sign. I'm driving.
You get right back on your bicycle.
I remember having a pedal brake and ending up racking myself on the bar on a 10-speed. That was not very good either.
Wow.
Whack! Oh! I think I then fell off of the 10-speed and just laid on the grass rolling around for about 20 minutes.
See, the bad thing about those 10 speeds is that narrow bar.
Yeah.
Like it just makes its way up right in between.
Yeah, and it was tall, like it was a 27-inch frame or something. It was one of those ones from the 70s that it was way too big for how tall I was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they knew about like measuring kids for bikes back in them days. They're just like, here's a 10-speed. Here's a step ladder to get up on it.
Yeah.
Your legs reach the pedals, you're good.
Yeah. The tips of your toes reach the bottom of the stroke.
It was always somebody else's bike at somebody's house that you had to buy, like the bigger brother's bike.
Yeah, my friend, his dad must have gone to like every garage sale in town, and he just bought like every mountain bike and 10-speed that he could find. So you would just kind of go in the garage if you're staying over at his place and just grab a bike. So you always had your favorites, and my friend would always grab the 10-speed with the smooth road tires and just take off and just like riding laps around us. And we didn't understand gearing or, you know, friction or anything like that about bicycles. We're like, how is that skinny tires always outrunning me? Rah, 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 rah. He gets hit by a car, breaks his leg. There you go. There you go. Life lesson. Life lesson.
All right. Well, I think that we're running down to where we can probably end this tonight. We'll run around the room and do our outros and so forth. And we will start with the hash. If you're ready.
Good, I think. Thanks for having me on. As always, Giz, pleasure. Go adore you, Liquid. As always, love you, Don. Go check out Vape Girl Vixens and grab some of the Radical Raz, the newest flavor from them. Absolutely awesome. I'm going to get you guys some. And who else do I have? Go support Jen Jarvis. This bake sale. No joke. Dead serious. Amaze balls. It's definitely going into my mixed rotation. And yeah, other than that.
Thank you. Thank you, Hash. Life.
Hey, yeah, I've been dropping some videos this week, so check them out. We will have Vape Your Face Off tomorrow. Also, going out to the pigpussylist.com. Check out the people out there that support us. You know, like Adore You Liquid. Get some Not From Concentrate. Or Coil Vapes. Get some Disc 1. Or Stand Up 3D. Get an Addy stand. They work awesome.
Ooh, that purple is nice.
That purple is nice. I like this. I like this green too. But yeah, check out all those people. They all use Pink Pussy as a coupon code, so you can get 10% off. Coil Vapes is 20% off. So if you want to get some Coil Vapes, go there as well. Also, that's watch tomorrow. I should have that video up about the comment. So if you haven't made a comment, or if people want to share that with groups where people maybe in your local groups haven't made a comment, to have some direction on where to go and make that comment. Thanks for hosting tonight, Giz.
Thank you.
And thanks for everybody out there for coming out.
All right. Freshie, would you like to do what you do best?
Absolutely. What I do best.
No, not that. Don't do that. Poor choice of words. Oh, man.
Oh, so, yeah, everybody go flood Representative Shermer's email address. It's the email address is on my on the Instagram post I just shared. Everybody go follow Vinyl and Vapor. Go follow his Instagram. He does all sorts of awesome little pieces of artwork for advocacy. But go flood Representative Shermer's email inbox about be polite, but let him know that that flavor bans are a bad idea because flavors help people quit smoking. Good point to bring up is like, I'm certain you like cheesecake. Kids like cheesecake. I like cheesecake. Cheesecake flavors help people quit. Representative Shermer. That's what So that's going to be my big piece of advice for the night is go flood that representative's inbox for being an ass. Thank you for having me, Gizzard Stew.
Thanks for coming on. So it was good to be back. It's been a couple weeks, it feels like, that I've been having these computer issues, so hopefully that's behind me now and I can get back in the groove of things. We have a lot of good shows coming up later in the week. We'll have Fog Life on Friday, followed by Fresh's show after that, and then Fresh's DIY show on Saturday at noon Central anyway. And thanks for everybody that turned up tonight and participated in chat. It's always good to see all y'all out there. And as you go through the rest of your week, try and be decent to somebody if possible. And get off your butts and vape. Bye.
Bye.